Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel M2K Science. Today's video we will be discussing about Chapter 4 Democratic Politics, Gender, Religion and Caste Part 1 from class 10th. So what does this chapter basically says us? This chapter is related on different discriminations on the basis of gender, religion and caste, gender in politics, politics in gender, and same with the religion and caste. So let's get started. First of all, let us understand about gender. What are the discrimination, what is the politics in the field of gender? And if you know that gender is accepted worldwide, yes, male and female, this is all over the world, males are all over the world and females are all over the world. So this is worldwide. The discrimination based on gender is worldwide. So first of all, we are starting from the world and then we'll slowly come towards our country, India. So when we are talking about gender, so first of all we learn about a term, that is sexual division of labor. Now what does this mean? It is given in your textbook on the second page of this chapter. That is a system in which all work inside the home is either done by the women of the family or organized by them through the domestic helpers, right? Your mother cooks food for you but your father doesn't cook. We are talking about the majority of the society. The father works outside the house but the mother mostly works inside the house. And if the mother is not working, mother is not cooking, then she is organizing the house helpers, domestic helpers to do that work. So what is sexual division of labor? It is a type of system in which housework means all the work that is meant for the house is organized and done by the woman, and all the work outside the house is done by men, like earning livelihood, earning etc. are done by men. But when in this way we are learning that cooking is done by females and it is not done by men. But when you will look at the various restaurants, most of the chefs are male. So how can we clarify that the cooking work is only done by female and not done by male? So nextly, the result of this division of labor is that although women constitute half of the humanity, their role in public life, especially politics, is minimal in most of the societies. Now what are feminist movement? Against this type of division of labor, there are many movements. One of them is feminist movement. Most of the movements organized for female rights are feminist movement. Now what does feminist means? By the word feminist you understand something related to female, but it is not so. Males are also included in that. A woman or a man who believes in equal rights and opportunities for women and men, but mostly feminist movements are carried for women only. More radical women's movement aimed at equality in personal and family life as well. So this is the definition of feminist movement. Feminist movements means basically women's movement. So now let us understand about patriarchal societies. So when you will look at our country India has a patriarchal system. Now what does this mean? It means that rule by the father. Now ruled by the father or grandfather, mostly ruled by the man, the head of the family. Literally ruled by father, this concept is used to refer to a system that values men more and gives them more power over the woman. Sometimes if a girl is living in a house, she has to ask and she has to get the permission to go out by her father or by her brother. Though the brother is smaller, but she usually ask him before going out of the house, because our society is a patriarchal societies ruled by the father or ruled by the headman of the society. Now let us look at the various points through which women are discriminated, the main points through which women are discriminated in our society. So the literacy rate among women is only 54% compared with 76% among men. So the literacy rate is very low in females, but literacy rate is very low in females, but it is very high in male. In females it is only 54%. You have to remember this, and in men it is 76%. Though sometimes when we look at the school's topper list, sometimes there are more girls, more capable girls compared to boys, but most of the families try and think that they should only send their boy childs to the school. Second point is, on the average, an Indian woman works 1 hour more than an average man every day, yet her work is not paid. You know, most of us have our mothers as housewife. They are not paid for their housework, and even they are not getting the holiday for Sunday. They are working for 24 hours. They are working 24/7, but they are not paid for that, and even their work is not counted. Every day a woman works 1 hour more than men. Why? Because if a woman is a working woman, then also she has to come back to her home and cook food for her family. Means she is working more. She is even working outside, and she is even working inside. She is even completing the household work. So women are working more, but then also they are not paid equally to the men. Next, the Equal Remuneration Act 1976. Now this is also important, that what is the Equal Remuneration Act of 1976. You have to remember that. What does this say? It says that equal wages should be paid to equal work. However, in most of all areas, what does Equal Remuneration Act says? That equal wages should be paid for equal work to both men and women. But this is not happening in our society. Most of the areas women are paid less. Most of the multinational companies, big companies, are also paying women at the same post less when compared to the men. Now next point, in many parts of India, parents prefer to have sons and find ways to have the girl child aborted. This is known as sex-selective abortion. You know that sex-selective abortion. Now most of the parents do not want girl child, because our society is a patriarchal society. They want that they should have a son who will run their future generation, who will give them roof to live, but they do not want their child to be a girl. So they do certain processes and abort the girl child if they come to know that the child who is going to born is girl. So this is not legal in our country, but some people are practicing it illegally. So these were some points on which women are being discriminated, or the question can be various ways in which women face disadvantages. So these are the various ways in which women face disadvantage. A question can be asked in your examination, and from this chapter only such type of questions are asked which are practical based, like all these points which are marked in your textbook, all the bullets points with that red dot marked in your textbook are asked in exam as straightforward questions. So please learn them and memorize them. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like this video then do subscribe. Thank you.